Hi everyone, Arlene here. Welcome back. Chris and I like to cruise a couple of times a year. So when we booked a cruise to Hawaii, one of my bucket list items, I was completely thrilled. As we scroll through some of the pictures from our trip, let me tell you a bit about this cruise. We booked our cruise with Princess Cruises and we climbed aboard the Star Princess in Vancouver, British Columbia last April. Our itinerary consisted of 10 sea days, 5 as we crossed over to Hawaii, and 5 as we crossed back over to Vancouver. And let's not forget about the 4 days that we'd be spending in the tropics. Our 4 ports of call were Hilo, Honolulu, Kauai, and Maui. Just as I mentioned in my Alaska Cruise wardrobe choices blog post and YouTube video, I'll put links in the description for both of those. I am no fashionista, but this plus-size girl does like to try her best to look put together and most importantly to feel pretty. My wardrobe for Hawaii ended up to be quite varied. As I mentioned, we began and ended the cruise in Vancouver, BC, which at that time of the year, temperatures were on the chilly side. I knew that I was going to need some clothes to keep me warm and some clothes that would be more suited for the tropics. Oh goodness, way to confuse a girly girl. All that said, the little voice in my head was whispering, "Don't overpack, don't overpack." Here are the suitcases that I took. Yes, I took 2. Don't judge. The purple 29-inch spinner was for my clothes and shoes, and the other 27-inch spinner was for my cosmetics, my must-haves, and an extra Vera Bradley weekender bag so that I could use it for a carry-on bag on the plane on the way home. For example, the weekender bag would hold the clothes that we wore on our last day of the cruise, our last morning toiletries, etc. You see, we had to put our suitcases that would be checked out in the hallway on our last night of the cruise so that they could be taken and ready for our trip to the airport the next morning. I have written a blog and also created a YouTube video covering my what's in my carry-on, my must-haves, and packing tips and tricks posts. I will put links in the description for both things. The first outfit I picked out was my traveling outfit. It also served as an out to dinner outfit as we were meeting our dear friends Liz and Mike, who traveled to Vancouver from Victoria on the day that we arrived. We went out to dinner and had a nice long visit that evening. I was so looking forward to that meetup. This is the outfit I chose. Comfy, but still a bit dressy, and it didn't wrinkle. An important little detail considering we were going to be traveling and sitting in a jet for the better part of that day. It is a navy blue maxi skirt, pretty paisley blouse, and a knit navy blue jacket. It traveled beautifully. Of course, we left our house at around 3 a.m. and I forgot to take a selfie of my outfit before we left. So I improvised and took one of myself in the airport bathroom. Oh lordy, the things that I do for my blog and YouTube channels. Next, I picked out the outfits that I'd wear on the sea days on our way to and from, not in, Hawaii. I knew that it would probably be pretty cool, and it was, for the first few days that we'd be at sea. First, I chose this pretty coral jacket. And here I am on embarkation day in that jacket. I was standing on the balcony of our mini suite D620. I will put a link to my very descriptive stateroom video of our mini that I have on my YouTube channels in the description of this video. You can also click on that little icon up in the right hand corner of your screen and that will provide you a link as well. Next, I knew that I had to take some of the most comfortable black stretchy slacks ever. I took 3 pairs of those as they fold up nice and small for packing and do not wrinkle. I had originally purchased these slacks at Dress Barn. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, they are no longer carrying them, which truly stresses me out greatly. Anyway, I paired those pants with different colored 3/4 length sleeved shirts. I threw in a few lightweight scarves too. They didn't take up any space and certainly didn't weigh much at all, but they added a little interest and cuteness to those plain shirts. I had figured as we got closer to Hawaii, I would be able to switch over to some warmer clothing options. Here are a couple of the outfits that I wore. I did take one comfy lounge around outfit, leggings with an oversized crocheted top. I did not wear that crocheted top. Yeah, I put it on and then I took it right back off. Definitely not as attractive as I thought it was in the dressing room at the store. Ugh, I hate it when that happens. So yes, I did carry that top along with the tank top that I was going to wear underneath of it and never wore it. I did wear the leggings one day when I was doing laundry, paired them with the short sleeve top. Nope, sorry guys, no pic of that loveliness. We did go to the Crown Grill one evening. I changed into this outfit. Okay, so those outfits got me to and from Hawaii. I did watch clothes on this trip as I needed those black pants for our return trip. Now for the outfits that I chosen for while we were in Hawaii. This is the Hilo outfit, Honolulu, Kauai. See those lovely orange capris? They were not so lovely. They stretched out so much by the end of the day that I had no choice but to change for dinner. Here's the dress that I wore that evening. And for the last island we visited, Maui. Here are the outfits that I chose and what I wore for the trip back to Vancouver. I was feeling quite tropical on this, our first sea day. And the second sea day heading back to Vancouver. It was still lovely and warm outside. Here's the third sea day home. As you can see, I'm switching back to a 3/4 length sweater there. And then the fourth and fifth sea days, back to those spiffy 3/4 length sleeve tops with scarves. And then this was my outfit for our disembarkation day. I did bring these two tops along to pair with my handy dandy black slacks, just in case we decided to go to a formal night. We really never do, and didn't this time either. My goodness though, those black pants are the best, so versatile. Of course I took a bathing suit, and instead of a cover-up, I threw in an old black maxi skirt to cover my not so lovely bottom. And no, there were no pictures taken. Nope, sorry about that. I took some PJs and slippers, and that did it for the clothes. With my packing cubes and my packing folder, I really was able to easily fit all of those clothes in my one large suitcase. Here is a snippet of video that I took where I demonstrate how I use the packing folder and the packing cubes. I was packing for Canada and New England here. Hi everyone, I thought I would show you how to work this packing folder. We are packing for our Canada and New England cruise, so I thought I would just show you how to do this. It comes with an instructional piece here, and so it's just a matter of following directions, but I thought I would show you anyway. You put your garment face down, and then you place your packet folder instruction sheet on top, and then you just fold it over. Fold your sleeves down like you would normally fold, but kind of gives you the size exact. It folds it to the exact size that you're going to need to go in your folder, and then you just pull up the bottom to where it stops. You can feel it, and then you remove the instructions, and I turn them over and put them like this so that they lay flatter. But there you go. How easy peasy is that? Let's do one more. Put it face down. My handy dandy little instruction. Fold one sleeve over and then the other side over. Hold up the bottom and pull it out. Actually, I should pull it out after I turn it over. But anyway, turn it over and then a little tweaking and there you go. You will not have one wrinkle anywhere. Trust me. Easy peasy. Love it. All right, I'm getting ready to shut this up. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tops. 2 of them, though, are to go under my ponchos. So I am taking a little bit extra, but not too many extra. But let's see how I can close this up. I had like 20 tops going to Hawaii, but of course they were lighter weight tops. So there we go. And that's it. Plenty of room. I can still see that there's some wiggle room in there if I wanted to add more, which I'm not going to. Trying not to overpack. Look, it even has a handle on it. So I've got that, and then here are all of my pants and my 2 ponchos. I'll have those. This is all my unmentionables and socks. And then I'm going to pack up my nightgown and my night knock-around clothes here. My little fancy-dancy little slippers to match. And I'll be done other than just to stick my shoes in, which I think I'm going to stick them in there. I am taking my boots, so they'll take up some room. But that's it. And you can see I'm going to have plenty of room in my suitcase over here for, here's my bags. That's for my breakable cosmetics. This is all my must-haves in there. A couple of cups. Here's another shoe bag I got, so I'll be able to do that. This is our medications. Here's my jewelry. Here's my magnet. And I'll need one other bag for my cosmetic bag and one other bag for some brushes. And that's it. I'll be done. I'll be back. I'll show you when everything is finished. Here are some examples of the jewelry that I took to Hawaii. And I wore most of this, mostly when I was in Hawaii and didn't have a scarf around my neck. And now for the shoes. Always such hard choices for me. I found these cuties at Target. Okay, as you can see, I took way too many shoes. Way too many. Of the shoes pictured, I wore the black and blue slip-ons, 1 pair of the flip-flops, and the pair that I got from Target. For those of you who have read my Hawaii cruise series blog posts, you know that my feet swell very badly while on board. That never happens in my everyday life, but man oh man, I had a time of it on the ship. It had to be the food and all of the traveling. The swelling finally went down when I drank a copious amount of water and sat with my feet elevated above my heart for pretty much one entire sea day. Anyway, before we went off of the ship on one of our excursions, my hubby encouraged me, well, he made me, purchase these, what I now tout as the most comfortable shoes I've ever had on my feet. I purchased them in one of the shops on board the Star Princess. And yes, I paid too much for them, but I was desperate. They are Skechers Performance Go Walk 3. I will put a link in the description for you guys. Admittedly, I'm a bit of a clothes horse, but believe it or not, this is way pared down for me. Honestly, for once in my life, I did not overpack. I found that my clothes were dressy enough to go from day to evening, except for the couple of nights that I wore that maxi skirt and polka dotted blouse outfit, and then the maxi dress to go to the specialty restaurant. By the way, that was my choice to dress up a bit. It is definitely not mandatory to dress up for the specialty restaurant venues. No, not even on formal night. We had a lovely Hawaiian cruise. It was very relaxing and just wonderful. It was sure great to get home, though, and our pups greeted us with great enthusiasm. I think they missed us as much as we missed them. A little scripture for y'all. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Psalm 139. Until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.